If you are a leader and you struggle with comparing yourself to other leaders and thinking, if I were as strategic as this person, or if I were as charismatic as this person, or if I were as visionary as this person, then I'd be successful as a leader, this one's for you. Hi there, I'm Leanne Lagasse, author of The Congruent Leader. I'm a consultant and an executive coach and really passionate about helping leaders become more congruent in their work. And what I mean by that is aligning how we see ourselves with the way that other people experience us over time. That's what congruent leadership is all about. So today, we're going to be talking about pillar 3 from my framework from the Congruent Leader. And this is, I probably say this about every one of them, honestly, but this is probably the truest one. And this is my very favorite pillar. And the reason for that is because this pillar 3, leverage your talents and strengths, is the one that I think has the most potential to free leaders, especially high capacity leaders who are very hard on themselves, of a lot of pressure that you feel to be something else or to be like someone else. So this is the pillar for you if you struggle comparing yourself to others, if you struggle feeling like you're not getting the outcomes that you want because you're trying to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, be somebody you're not. That's not going to get us where we want to go. So pillar 3 is all about leveraging what already comes naturally to you. This is a truth that completely revolutionized my leadership. I remember in my early days of leading, I was an individual contributor. I had been successful in that role. And like many of you watching probably, I got promoted without a lot of training and equipping around what it means to actually lead people. And as you may have experienced yourself, that can lead to a lot of frustration and discouragement. And that was definitely the case for me. And I remember early in my career, I used to compare myself to other leaders that I thought were very, very successful. And I would think, I wish I had what they have. And it wasn't until I fully embraced a strengths-based approach that I really started hitting my stride. And what I learned was, my strengths, those things that I do that come most naturally to me, those are the vehicle through which I can get to the outcomes that I want. Those are the secret sauce, if you will. Those are the methods that I can use to get to better outcomes. And that's what I want for you as well. So a couple of things that I would encourage you with related to pillar 3 is 1, stop trying to lead like someone else. When we embrace what comes naturally to us, we're more confident and we're more competent. So for example, if you are a relational leader, you may be able to build trust and engagement through one-on-one conversations, through just your interpersonal intelligence. If you're an analytical leader, you may be able to build trust and engagement through data, logic, and clear reasoning. If you're visionary, you might be able to inspire action by painting a compelling picture of the future for your people. Or maybe you are a structured, organized leader and you have the ability to build trust and engagement through consistent leadership behaviors and follow through. So the question that I would ask for you is, what are your most natural patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving? That's the way the Gallup organization defines talent, and it's my favorite way. I love it. What are those things that you do so naturally in your everyday life? And how can you connect those patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving to the leadership outcomes that you need? So the first part of leading with your talents and strengths, leveraging them well, is to really stop trying to lead like someone else and to lead like you. The second thing that I really want to emphasize with you today is, when you leverage your talents and strengths as a leader, you have the ability to far surpass what you might have been capable of previously while trying to be somebody that you're not. So in other words, you're gonna get better outcomes using your talents and strengths. And I wanna share just a quick story with you on this one. I had a coaching client who was a logical, methodical, very structured leader. and had gotten some feedback that he was struggling with some of the interpersonal and relational components of leadership. And he started to feel really overwhelmed by that. And what I told him was, look, we can either try to make you more relational and interpersonally gifted, or, which is nothing wrong with that, or we can lean into what you already do well, which is being the one in the room who spots patterns in the data, the one who sees simplicity where the rest of us see complexity. So when we started looking at his team through his analytical lens, his analytical eye, he started spotting patterns. Oh, well, I noticed that when we talk about these things in a meeting, this particular employee kind of always shuts down. Hey, so then I'm here to say, let's dig in and figure out what's going on there. And once we started speaking his language, you could see a light bulb go off in his mind that, oh, I actually do have some talent and strength to get me to better outcomes here with my team. And that's just one example of hundreds of examples that I have of leaders who have gotten to better outcomes using what comes most naturally to them. That is what Pillar 3 is all about. If you would like to learn more, I encourage you to check out the Congruent Leader. We'll make sure there's a link here for you to get you a copy below. And then shoot me an email. Let me know how you are applying what you're learning with respect to your unique talents and strengths. They are your best potential for success in leadership. It's a hill that I will die on all day, every day, my friends. Thanks so much for being here. Remember to like and subscribe and do all the things, and I'll see you next time.